everyone, and this video is the review on the Huawei P20 Pro. It's more of a girl's review than a man's review, so it's not going to have loads of facts about storage and whatever, but it's going to be my review because it's me. So I've kept the film on the back because I'm really accident prone. So I don't want to get any scratches, but it has the most amazing mirror effect glass on the back, and it's just literally stunning. But because I'm accident pro, I have a case, so we'll just put that back on because I bet I'm going to drop it. Okay, there we go, that goes back on. Perfect. So let's talk about the first thing, why I really wanted this phone. I had an LG G6 to begin with, and I've come from a line of many iPhones, and the LG G6 was my first Android phone, and I kind of liked it, I kind of didn't. But this one has literally just like blown me away. So it has 4 cameras, 3 at the back with the flash and 1 at the front. One of my main things about the camera on a phone that I was going to get is that the beauty mode with mainly the front camera. So with some cameras I feel like I'm photoshopped already, and I don't Photoshop myself, but I felt all blurred and I didn't feel like you were picking up the correct things, if you get what I mean. Like the camera wasn't seeing what I could see in the mirror, if you get what I mean. So this camera, it does have a beauty mode, but oh, there's the camera, can you see? This is what everything looks like. But I always have it set to 0. So I'll take a photo of what it's like at 0. And then I'll take a photo of it at 10. You don't notice much difference, to be honest. It's really good. It's really true to who you are, which is why I really wanted it. Some of the other phones, they weren't very true to what I looked like, and that really upset me. And also, it has like the best, I'm not joking, the best front cameras. So all these cameras, they kind of work together to bring the best quality photo that you can have. So one's I think like 12 megapixels, one's like 20 megapixels, and the other's some really crazy megapixels, like 16 or 20 or something like that. I can't remember. So altogether, I remember calculating that it ended up going to 70 megapixels if you add all the megapixels of the cameras together, which is literally crazy and really close. Well, not really close, but really close to like the professional cameras that professionals use. Saying that, these cameras are designed by Leica. I think it's Leica. So it says on the back. It says Leica. Yeah, Leica. They design all the camera lenses for like Nikon, Canon, all the best cameras out there for that professionals use. So you know that these are going to be some top-notch cameras. They have different megapixel resolutions. So you've got, it's because I'm front camera. So you've got 40 megapixels, you got 10 megapixels, 7 megapixels, and another 7 megapixels. I think one is like a square. I haven't really tried that one yet. It's like a square mode, and then the other one is a bit bigger, a bit of a different type of mode. It's got like the full screen. So the 7 megapixels 1 by 1 is for like if you're making sure that you get your Instagram photo fully in it, if you get what I mean, because it's a square. The filming on it is absolutely amazing. If you saw my last video with the makeup, it's basically just as good as the camera that I'm filming on, which is a Sony LSD. I don't know. I'll put a link in the bottom of it, or just say what it is. And it's literally just so good. I found this camera a lot brighter than my camera. To be honest, I haven't changed any of the aperture on that, and I haven't sorted out lighting in this room yet and whatever, so sometimes the camera can be quite dark, but this one isn't. It's amazing. The night mode, I haven't fully tried out the night mode yet, but looking at some people's reviews on the night mode, it is literally amazing. It's so good. Like, it picks up stuff in pitch black dark. It's just so good. One of my favourite modes at the moment is the light mode. So I'll put up some photos of light mode. If you've seen on my Instagram and my Facebook, I'll put up some things that my partner and I did with some sparklers, which is so cool. So it has traffic lights, it has light graffiti, which is what I used with the sparklers. It has star trails, so you can take some really good pictures of some stars. It also has silky water, so it takes that really good image of the light on the water, and it's just amazing. Really good. And the other modes is it got slow-mo, panorama, time-lapse, you can put watermarks on it, 3D panorama, like literally it is amazing. And I have done a 3D panorama, and like you just go around it, and it's like I did it on top of Rautor Hill, which is in Bodmin area, or is it? Yeah, I think it's around Bodmin area, and is literally every time I look at it and I go around and I'm like, oh my god, it's like I'm there again, I've done the climb again. So it's literally immaculate. It's so pinpointed and everything, and it's what's so cool is that it knows when things are green, sunlight, water, food, animals, flowers, like literally it knows everything. You don't have to tell it what it is, it just knows it. It's really good, which has just been so good when you want to take a quick snap and you're like, quick, and it just sorts it all out for you. And also with me, I have really bad, I shake loads, but it takes its time, and it so miraculously, it's a perfectly still photo, so there's no blurriness or anything. It's like it's taken a couple of shots and taken the best one from it. It's crazy. It's so good. Another thing that's really cool is so the lock button is on the side. If you double press it really fast, it should take a photo when you're in lock mode. Oh no, maybe it's something else that does it. Oh, that's it. It's one of the volume ones. That's it. And it takes a photo. So if you're like, oh my god, my kid's crawling, snap, and you've got it, and you don't have time to open up your phone or unlock it. You're just like, kid's crawling, cool, right, photo's taken. And it's in the best image possible that you can think of it being, even if it's really quickly. You're like, whoa, look at that kid, he's doing something really cool. And you can just do it really quickly without having to unlock your phone, which is just literally amazing. The other thing that I really love about this phone is the fingerprinting. It's literally the fastest fingerprinting I've ever had. Like, literally, and it's unlocked. Like, it's so good. And then with your face, it's unlocked really quickly. So let's see if I can do this for you guys. So let's shake the phone. There we go. But it's just really quick at recognising your face and your thumbprint, which I absolutely love. I do like how it's not on the back. My LG G6 was on the back. Yeah, okay, it was quick for like doing that because you had it there. But because the phone's so big and I have teeny tiny hands, I do have my thumb naturally kind of there. And I type, the keyboard's down here. So you are naturally just quite close to it. The funny thing that I found out when getting this phone and talking to the guy in the shop is, one, when Apple brought out their new phone, the 10XSs and the 10X Max, they, really funny, took around loads of these like trailer things where you could buy things out of, and they gave out free power banks to everybody who had bought a new iPhone, because this battery has a better life than the other phone, than the iPhone. It's like doubled in how much like more battery life that it has. It's absolutely crazy. The power saving mode is so good, and then it also, you can have it on a power saving mode, and then you can have it on an extra power saving mode, won't come up with any notification or whatever. And if you're trying to conserve the battery and you still want to receive calls, it's like the best thing. And it only has 6 apps. Your main ones, your call, your text, and I think, yeah, and I don't think it will allow you to take camera. I don't think it will allow you to take photos, but it's so good. Let's see if I can get it up. So I've got it on power saving mode at the moment. Oh wait, ultra battery. Okay, so enable ultra battery saving. So enable, and this is what it comes up with. Can you see? So you've got your caller, your messages, your contacts, and you can add 3 other things that are like on your main list. And that's what it does. That is it, and that's all you'll be able to get to until you exit. And you just go exit ultra power saving mode, exit, and you're back to your normal screen. It's so swift with changing to all of it, and it's got like all the news. I know quite a lot of phones have like all the news and whatever, but yeah, that's really cool and whatever. And another really funny thing that the guy who sold me the phone said is that, so there are things such as data or patterns or something in the electronic world, especially with phones. So apparently each phone usually has, it's not 100% their own phone. So Apple will buy patterns from Samsung, from Huawei, from Nikon, from literally everywhere. Huawei will buy patterns and blah, blah, blah. That's why a lot of the phones are becoming more and more like each other. But the funny thing is, Huawei only brought 2,000 things from Apple, and Apple brought like 10,000. So if you think about it, an Apple phone is more a Huawei than an Apple phone at all. And that just shows you how good the patterns are on this phone, and the people designing this phone is that it is better than Apple. Well, it technically is Apple. A Huawei is an Apple phone, but with more and better patterns that they haven't sold to Apple, and it's literally that just blows my mind. So I have a phone better than the new iPhone XS Max, which is just unbelievable at like half the price. Literally like half the price. I'm not kidding. I love all the things that it has. It has the tips things, just like the iPhone does, which is really good because it helped me to learn about that really fast volume button, taking the photo thing. It's taught me a lot of things. Another thing that's really cool about the camera is that it does have your Pro mode, where you can change the iOS, the S, the EV, and the AF, and the AWB. And also where you're pinpointing like different bits of light and whatever. The zoom is okay. I wish it is really, really good. The zoom is really, really good. But I prefer to zoom in once I've taken the photo and like say crop it, because the pixels stay the same and the definition of the photo is still as good as the original photo from far away. It's literally amazing. And that's why I love this phone so much, 'cause the camera on it is just phenomenal, and the way it works and the speed it works, so it's just unlocked again, is just crazy. And the storage, okay, so you can get an iPhone, you can get 64 megapixels, and that's usually what the top was for ages. And now you can pay an extra 200, 300, 400 for like 128 gigabyte data, or 200 and something gigabyte data. This, it only comes at 128 gigabyte data. That is just crazy, at a fraction of the price. So I don't have to pay any more for having more storage on my phone. The one letdown is that it doesn't have a micro SD, which a lot of Android phones used to pride themselves in, because it meant that you could have unlimited storage on your phone. That I don't miss at the moment, and I've never really properly used a micro SD with the Android phones, but it would be a nice feature, as I'm somebody who takes a lot of photos because I love looking at photos back for memories and videos. The other thing that I really wish it did is the wireless charging. Doesn't do the wireless charging. The reason for that is that I really don't want to kill this battery, and the way that you can kill a battery is overcharging it. So say overnight, once it gets to 100%, you should really be taking it out. Because if you overcharge it, it kills the battery. That's what the wireless charging does. It stops charging it once it gets to 100%. Unfortunately, you can't do that with this, which is a letdown, but it's not a deal breaker, especially not for me. Especially when I have an amazing power bank, and especially when this can last me all day, going on social media, taking photos, taking videos. It lasts me all day, and it's literally amazing. Sometimes I don't even charge it at night because I know it will last me the rest of the day. Like, it will last me 2 days. It's so good. If I conserve it and I'm going to work, it could easily last me 2 days. So that is like quite good. That's my overview of the Huawei P20 Pro. The other thing that is really good, and I didn't expect when I came to unpacking the box, is the headphones. They look very much, they look identical to the iPhone headphones. So yeah, so you know who they've stolen that from. Oh well, they are actually pretty good headphones, so I don't blame them. But the really cool thing is that it comes with an adapter for if you have any normal headphones lying around. It comes with that. So I thought, oh gosh, these are going to be jack headphones. That's why they're giving me an adapter. No, they are not jack headphones, like auxiliary headphones. They are headphones designed to go in the charging port already, which is amazing. So they give you for free an adapter for your own headphones, which at Apple, you have to buy that adapter at like £40, £20, and a Huawei give it to you for free, because they understand that not everybody and not every brand yet have like the new jacks being the charger points, which is just crazy. It is a shame that you can't charge and listen to music at the same time, but to be honest, these days there are a lot of really, really, really good Bluetooth headphones. So you could just hook up your Bluetooth, put it in charge, and you're done. You're listening to music and you're charging at the same time. Being somebody who drives and doesn't use much public transport doesn't really bother me, because I just stick the Bluetooth on in my car and listen to music that way. So to be honest, that feature doesn't really bother me. It might bother teenagers who haven't learnt to drive yet and going on trains, long journeys and whatever, but just grab yourself some Bluetooth headphones. It's not much of a big deal, and nowadays you can actually get some relatively cheap Bluetooth headphones. So yeah, just get some Bluetooth headphones if it annoys you that much. There's no point paying for an adapter, a split adapter. There's just no point. You might as well just spend the money on some really good Bluetooth headphones that you're just going to use 24/7 with it. So yeah, so I guess that is my review on the Huawei P20 Pro. I will be putting up some photos of how amazing this camera is. My baby. It's literally my baby, and I don't think I could go to another phone ever again. I am not going to Apple. No way am I going to Apple anymore. The one thing I do miss about Apple, and this, is iMessage. But everyone has WhatsApp these days, and also Wi-Fi calling. You can still text and call on Wi-Fi calling, so does it really matter? I don't know, you tell me. For me, it doesn't anymore. And I've just come accustomed to not having iMessenger anymore. It doesn't really bother me. The only issue is when it comes to group chats, and my mum tries to start a group chat with me in text because she knows that my brother still has an iPhone and that it will be a group chat, but for me it really won't be a group chat. So I don't really know how to get around that. If anybody knows how to get around that, please put a comment down below. That would be great. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not that tech savvy. So yeah, so that is the P20 Pro. It is amazing. Everybody go buy it. It's better than the iPhones. Which is just something I never thought I would ever say in a million billion years. It literally is the best phone I've ever had in my life. Anyway, right, well, I better be wrapping up this video and go on to the exciting announcement that has come out from this week. So, as I said, this is my last Everything and Anything video. I know, very sad. Or is it? I don't think it is, to be honest, because I have an amazing, I don't know what you call it, amazing plan, amazing idea of where my channel is going to be going. So this is where it gets a little bit deep and a little bit personal. So my channel is going to be moving on very swiftly, I hope, onto well-being and lifestyle. Having a happy and healthy lifestyle. I'm not talking about dieting. I'm not talking about fitness. I'm not going to be here telling you to get thin or what to eat. I'm telling you about people's stories with issues with the stigma around mental health and how they have managed to come through the other side. I am somebody who has suffered from anxiety and depression and some other medical things, which I will be putting in a video, that have really struggled and really pushed me to my limits and made me think at some points that I didn't really want to be here anymore. I couldn't deal with the amount of stress that it was on my body. And my relationships with family and friends and with partners. It was crazy. I'm going to show you all the different ways that you can overcome these hurdles, just like I have. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I still technically go to therapy and mentoring, and I still do a lot of stuff to try and help me. And I still have problems every day. And this is the thing, like, it shouldn't be a label anymore saying that you have anxiety or you have depression. So I really want to break the stigma around mental health and show people what is out there in the world. There is so much out there in the world for people who are struggling, not just with mental health, but with daily issues. Like, there are so many daily issues which people just don't know how to handle, and there is so much out there in the world that can teach you the right fundamentals on helping you how to cope with life and everyday stresses. And that's what this channel is all about. I want to educate people. I'm also going to be educating myself as well. I'm not saying I know everything, because I don't have a degree in psychology or anything. I'm just somebody who deals with it every day, and I want to be able to give back to all the people who helped me overcome all the hurdles I had. And I want to show all of you out there, you are not alone. You are not the only one feeling the way you feel. And this is why I want to move my channel into this way, because it's something I am so passionate about. Because if I hadn't have had all that help, I really don't know where I would be today. And that is the honest truth. I don't know where I would be. So to tell you how it's going to be done, this is the thing. The question, Maddie, is how is it going to be done? So I, of course, have to be very careful about people's feelings. I can't give really any opinions about it, and I'm not allowed to tell you what you should and what you shouldn't be doing. I can just recommend. I can show you what is out there, tell you how it made me feel, and also tell you how it has made other people feel. So it's going to be very highly based on interviews with specialists, with people's stories who have struggled with a lot of things in life. Hopefully making you realise that because you don't think your story's like my story, there are billions of stories out there and hopefully one will connect with you, and hopefully you will realise you are not alone. You are not alone in this humongous world. There is somebody out there who understands you, who has gone through what you've gone through, who can advise you on what to do and everything. So I'm going to be having interviews with therapists, mental health mentors. I'm going to be having interviews with people who do things like yoga, drama therapy, laughter therapy, fitness. I know I didn't say it's not going to be about fitness, but fitness is a massive factor for a lot of people. It does make them feel better. So there will be a couple of segments on fitness classes which can help you, and why fitness is a really good reliever with stress and anxieties and just everything. I saw today on Facebook that there is now a rage room, and I really want to go and try it out. And the rage room is for people who just are so angry about everything and anything, really, and they just need to whack something and break something. And I really want to try it out and see how it affects me. So another way that this channel is going to be going to do with the well-being, the lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle side of it, is that I have a lot of friends who have done pieces of artwork. I'm not talking like a sculpture or anything like that. So, as you all know, I did an acting degree, so I have a lot of friends who have done poems, acting pieces, theatre pieces, speeches, all around mental health and their experiences with mental health. So I really want to bring all of that into it. I also have my mum who works in the art industry, and she knows a couple of people who've done sculptures and whatnot around the thought of mental health and well-being and a healthy lifestyle. So I also want to bring that aspect into it as well. So then it's just not me sat here talking to you or sat with somebody else talking to you. I want to be able to show you things in lots of different ways and how people express themselves around things that they've had to deal with. I mean, my mate, she's done one about periods, the stigma around periods, and how she felt through it all, and like how she saw her mum and all this kind of stuff, and it was absolutely amazing. I've had people tell them, do letters to themselves, a piece of letters to themselves, which they wish they could have told themselves when they were a lot younger, about don't worry about this and don't worry about that, it's fine, it'll all work itself out. I've got people who have talked about sexual assault, an incident with a guy with sexual assault, and things like traffic lights, and the imagery that she's done all around it, and then how she managed to make herself so powerful whilst talking about it was absolutely amazing. And I really want to show you guys these amazing pieces that my friends have made, and I want to be able to show you that therapy isn't always the thing for people. Therapy isn't just sitting there next to somebody talking about your issues. It can be lots of things. It can be group things. It can be making a piece of theatre, expressing yourself through the piece of theatre and slowly working your way through the process, and the feelings of it, and slowly knuckling down why you're feeling that way, how it's made you feel, and blah blah blah. And there are lots of things, and therapy is very expensive. So I know a lot of people who actually can't afford therapy, but there are lots of free places out there who specialise in certain things, and they give you, say, 20 sessions, which are 20 hours, an hour a week, so it spreads itself out, which is really quite good. And they help you tackle it, and they get down to the knuckle of it, and by the time that you leave, you're all right, you're okay, and you would have known a little bit more about yourself and how to help yourself and where you can go on to and whatnot. And there's also things like yoga, which is really good to relieve stress. And yeah, so it's not just therapy, because I know some people don't connect with therapy, and that is fine. You really don't have to connect with it. There are so many different things out there that you can do to relieve that stress, relieve those worries and those anxieties. And that's why I'm here, because I want to show you all the different amazing things that are out there that you can do to help with anything, really. Any life issues, anything that you're going through, any experiences that you've had, anything really. So I'm going to move on to how I found out about a couple of these things. So if it wasn't for my mum, I don't know where I'd be today. And she sent me to therapy when I was 14, and because she realised I was having issues with my mental health, and she thought, right, she needs help, and the only way she knew of me getting help was therapy. And she sent me, and literally it was the best choice I think my mum has ever made for me. And yeah, if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I'd be. And also, like, the rest of my family, they know so many things and whatnot. And I found out a lot of things through other people. I didn't know where these things were. People just told me about them. I didn't know how to find them. I didn't know where to go, who to talk to, anything. I didn't know anything. So when I went to my sixth form, which I did a BTEC in Performing Arts, my teachers, they taught us, they didn't teach, they introduced us to loads of things that would help us, like yoga. We did a lot of yoga at one point, and we did a lot of tests on like our personality, how we love, and all that kind of stuff, and learning about ourselves. And I never knew about any of this. I never knew these things were out there for me to grab and to help me. So I want to do that for you. I want this to be the place you come when you want to learn about what is out there that can help you become a better you, and help you get out the slum you might be in, or help you realise there are people who want to help. That is the most important thing I want to get across. There are people who really want to help you. And a lot of those people, well, a majority of those people have been where you have been. Just like me. I've been where some of you have been. And I want to help you not be as bad as I was. Basically, if that makes any sense. I want to help you like everybody else helped me. I want to educate you in what is out there. I want to give you the fundamentals and show you who can help you, what websites can help you, where you need to be going, and just recommend things for you. As I said, I can't give my opinion and I can't tell you what to do, but I can hopefully educate you in what is out there. So that is where my channel is leading. I hope you like it, as I have a lot of ideas, so many ideas, and I see this channel going crazy. I really hope I'm bursting with ideas, collaborations with people. I'm just so excited for what this channel is going to bring, and I really hope it touches somebody out there and helps them. So thank you ever so much for listening. So if you liked this video and you're excited for what is to come, please don't forget to like and subscribe down there. Or I think I might put a bubble here, I'm not sure. It would be great to hear your comments and your worries and anything that you have around where my channel is going. I am going to make sure that I proof it with somebody, so then it should be okay, and I will be getting a second opinion before I post anything, just so then I'm covering all my bases and I don't offend anyone or upset anyone. So yeah, so see you next week with my first video on where this is moving. I am so excited. I literally can't wait. So yeah, like and subscribe if you want to follow what's going to happen with this channel. I've got so many ideas. I literally am bursting with ideas, and I can't wait for you to see everything that I've thought of. Bye.